Hello, hello. Hey, everybody. It's so good to jump on. We have an amazing special guest. She's a good friend of mine. And so we're going to talk a little bit about Instagram and how to get found, right? Last week with Marie, we were able to get some skills on learning how to convert our likes into listings. Well, Tiana is our most amazing content creator. I follow her all the time on YouTube or Instagram, and she's in the Tom Ferry ecosystem. Please help me welcome Tiana. Hello.
Hey, how's it going, Scott? Glad to be here.
Oh, thank you. I watch your content all the time, and for me, it's like I wish I could be better at it, but so often I'm out and about and I'm doing my job and things like that, and I forget to record. So I want to talk to you a little bit about today. How do you get all those amazing content that you put out? And then I also want to talk about do you edit it there yourself? Or all the little details, right? So the idea is we want to help agents kind of pull the curtain open on the Wizard of Oz. You're the Wizard of Oz. And the idea is I want to see what levers you're pulling and what buttons you're pushing. Sound good?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
Okay, so I'm going to share with our audience a few videos that Tiana posts, and it's amazing, and you're going to love it. And the thing is I want Tiana to kind of help us walk through it so that this way we can kind of see what it is. I have 4 videos. Tiana, do you want me to play them all at once after another, or do you want to just do one by one?
We can just go one by one, and then I can kind of walk you, like you said, walk you through how I thought about it and then how I put it together.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so this is the first one I'm going to share with you, and it's go ahead.
Atlantic Avenue. This community mixes modern style with Mediterranean charm. Let's take a look.
The community is split into the north side and the south side. Homes in this neighborhood range from $650,000 up to $1.1 million, with 3 to 5 bedroom floor plans and up to 2,800 square feet. The resort-style amenities are also not to be missed. Let's talk about the clubhouse, the Olympic-sized pool, the great tot lot, tennis courts, and more. Let's take a look at one of the homes that you could find in Tuscany. You can see that these homes have open floor plans in the kitchen, living room, and dining space on the first floor if it's a 2-story, and they all have impact windows.
Tuscany is more than just a neighborhood, it's a lifestyle. So if you're ready to check it out for yourself, DM me today and let's take a look.
I love how you put all of those pieces together. We even got a thumbs up from one of our audience.
Good.
So the thing is let's kind of dissect that video down a little bit, right? So you started with a little bit of intro, and then you did it looks more like a virtual tour, and then you had the end where you were riding the bike. So teach me.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
So I think for me specifically, I live in a second home market, or people retire to this area. And a lot of times people relocate altogether, but just thinking about who would stumble upon my Instagram, it may be somebody from out of state. Now, a good portion of my followers are people who are in state, as I have a lot of agents and things like that. However, there are people that are looking for realtors. They're looking for information on neighborhoods. And I don't know if you've ever seen it in your local Facebook groups where people will say, hey, I'm moving from this place to this place and I don't know where to start, or I don't know what are the best neighborhoods, or what neighborhoods are great for whatever. And, you'll get people who answer. And so I kind of just go in there and scroll through what people are posting. And then what price point do I want to serve? What neighborhood would I love to work in? And then, just do a tour. And then what would someone want to know? This is Tuscany. Here's what the price ranges are. And here's what homes kind of look like. So if somebody's in California and wants to move to Delray Beach, they might find that interesting. That looks like a neighborhood I would want to live in.
Yeah. So do you actually join these other Facebook groups in order to kind of follow all of their conversations, or how do you get that part?
I'm
That whole-
already in my local Facebook groups, like just for my city. They have like a few different big ones in my city, and people just happen to post those things. So now I look out for them and I get notifications when people like post that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, yeah,
look.
that's good. Because a lot of times we wonder like, well, what sort of content can we post, right? We're always struggling, and we obviously want to post things that are relevant to people that people will watch. So, it's always about understanding your avatar, understanding your audience. And like you, that example is perfect, because if somebody actually asks that specific question, that's your avatar when you make that video.
Right.
Right. So, and then go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and I think it's really fun to actually go into these neighborhoods, and just thinking about like if you're a brand new agent who might be watching this, right? Like this is the perfect way to learn all the neighborhoods. So I literally just find these houses. I usually do a vacant house, like a vacant house in the MLS. I'll look it up and see what, I can get. Just so I'm not bothering anyone and getting anybody out of their house for my little videos. But for a new agent, this would be perfect. You'd get to learn the new neighborhoods, you get to tour around. And then when you start getting clients, you learn, even me, it's like I'm learning about these neighborhoods. And I'm like, oh, this would be perfect for whatever.
And then do you generally stay in the same area where these properties that are close to you, or do you like, will you venture off further away?
Right now I'm staying local, and then I'll start to venture off, but I would say within 10, 15 minutes of my office.
Okay. So then that way it's not like a chore for you to actually have to go and try to, like, right.
The hardest part is shoving my bike into my my trunk.
That's right. That's right. That's what I was literally going to ask. I was like, you, at the end of that one video, you were riding your bike, and I'm like, did you bring that bike with you?
Yes, I got to get a bike rack. That is on my to-do list, so I definitely have to do that. But
That's
yeah,
so
I've been
cool.
putting the bike in a lot of my videos and getting a lot of comments about it, where people, like, I don't want to say that they're going out of their way to say something, but they'll mention, oh, and your little bike. Or I had friends that came to visit me this weekend, and they're like, there's the bike. And it's like, the bike now.
Yeah, the bike is more famous.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I think it just makes it different, right? It makes you stand out. It's because when we see real estate agents posting online, it's always them like holding their phone. Right? It's not even like they set down their camera somewhere and then they're walking up. Like, because I watch a lot of YouTube videos, like people that go on cruises and things like that, the Disney cruise, and then this guy does all of his shows, and it's very entertaining, and it's never him holding his phone, because that's just so boring.
Right.
And so I think
it gives it like a little jazz.
Yeah, and I think how you do that, it was what I love, because it's not holding your phone like that. It's like you have all of these different aspects and different positions that you film in.
Right.
So when you film, how do you do like one recording, stop? Do you then record a second piece, and then do you record all these sections and then like put them together? Explain to me what that looks like.
Yeah, so I have it. That was one of my first ones, but I do have it down to a science now, where I know I need to do an intro. I need to do a car with my video, like a car drive-by. I need to do an outro, and then a house, and then the amenities. So it's like 4 or 5 big things that I have to get from every neighborhood tour. And then like they each now follow that same formula. And I edit it all really in CapCut.
So do you do it on your laptop or on your desktop, or do you do it off of your phone?
The editing?
Yeah, the editing.
Yeah, I do it on my phone when I'm like sitting in front of the TV, like on the couch at the end of the night, just piecing them together. And then, because I'll do 2 at a time, because it takes me about 45 minutes per video to get all the content that I need. Okay. And then I will download it all to my phone. And then when I'm like sitting watching TV, I piece it all together. And then the next day I'll do the voiceovers.
So how hard is that? I mean, like for those of us who haven't used CapCut, what was the learning curve for you on that one?
I mean, CapCut, it's really not that hard. because most of what I'm doing in terms of editing is just trimming, like trimming the video to get to a certain point. I keep
Okay.
all of my neighborhood tour videos under a minute. And so like that part is really not that hard. And I use ChatGPT to help me with the scripts and everything. It knows the neighborhoods because so many realtors have the neighborhood things on their websites. So it just pulls from that. So it's like,
Yeah.
I really don't have to do that much.
Yeah. And then the thing is so what if you flub in the middle, like, right? And then you're like, oh, Scud, I flubbed. Do you start the video over and then re-record, or do you just run it through?
Keep going. So I
just
could
keep
have
going,
like a
and then you just
3-minute
cut it out.
video and yeah. Yep. And then
Okay,
you
so
just cut it off.
you just cut it. Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
correct. Yeah. And that's how I record. Like when I record content, I just run it all the way through. And then if all the ums and the ahs and the pauses and the weird things, you just clip, and then piece it together.
Yeah.
Right.
I think one of the biggest misconceptions that a lot of people have about when they watch other realtors or just other Instagrammers videos is that it was done in one shot. And I can't tell you how many times it takes me to say, welcome to Tuscany, blah, 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 blah. Like at least 15. And I was joking with you before, but I say this to everyone. I am an unpaid actress. Like that is what I'm an unpaid actress. I have to memorize these lines. And sometimes I ad lib just like based off whatever's on the top of my head. But
Yeah.
it takes work. It is work. Like,
Yeah. Well, I think you would have made an amazing actress.
oh, thank you.
So yeah, no, I think you would have made an amazing actress. I think you would have been a big star.
Perfect.
So yeah, and then the thing is so let's go back to so you clip it with CapCut.
Yeah.
Then when you're ready to upload it into your Instagram, walk me through that process. Do you put it in Reels? Do you put it in Stories? Like, where do you decide where to put your content?
I will always put it in Reels. And I'm trying to do every Thursday. Now there are some Thursdays that I miss, but every Thursday is like in my head, it's like tour Thursdays. So I have 2 videos I need to make. And so I can post one for this Thursday, one for next Thursday. And I try to think in advance when it comes to the tours because it does take time to get the content, edit it, and then post it. But I just post it. And I don't put up like it's not rocket science for me. And because I like how relatable it is and how easy it is to understand like exactly what it is, like I don't do the crazy hashtag things. I just keep it simple.
Yeah.
So
And
just
then,
post it.
yeah, and now I'm gonna play this other video, the next video, and then we're gonna chat a little bit about that because
Preserve. With Mangate zoned for top schools, this is the perfect neighborhood. Let me show you why.
Located just off Jog Road, Miser's Preserve has a 24-hour manned gate, lush landscaping, and incredible curb appeal. There are about 200 homes in this neighborhood, ranging in size from 3,000 to 6,000 square feet, and home values of about $1 million to $2.5 million, depending on the home square footage and lot size. Homes here feature spacious layouts, private pools, and high-end finishes throughout. Owners in the community enjoy amenities like a newly renovated clubhouse, a gorgeous swimming pool, state-of-the-art fitness facility, tennis courts, a dog park, and walking trails.
If you're looking to learn more about Miser's Preserve or luxury neighborhoods within Delray Beach, follow me for more or send me a DM and let's get started today.
So I saw you're driving along and you're showing all these beautiful houses. How are you doing that? Are you like literally like driving and holding your camera
So
out?
I do have like a DJI Osmo Pocket.
Okay.
So I could do that, but I'm lucky enough that I have an assistant and I force her to sit in my passenger side seat as I'm driving like 10 miles an hour
So funny.
and hit record. But they do sell attachments that I could get. They do sell car attachments that I could do that same thing without my assistant there.
So they do have an attachment that you could like
Mhm.
literally stick to your car and then you can drive and grab
Yeah.
content. That's actually
Yeah.
really cool.
It is really
So-
cool. I just haven't bought it yet, but
Oh, wow. Yeah. And so for those of you that are watching right now, we're going to go through some of these videos, but we're going to teach you, or Tiana is going to teach you, like what she buys, what she uses. We don't get paid for it for posting these. I guess
Affiliate
equipment.
links. It's not. It's
Yeah,
not.
we don't have any affiliate relationship or anything like that. So, but it's what we use, and then we're going to share that with you guys. So, all right. So I'm going to play one more video, and this is I like this one because you're riding your bike again.
Vibes, but none of the HOA drama.
The community
Welcome to Chapel Hill, where you are just 2 miles from Boynton Beach, and you get all of the beach town vibes, but none of the HOA drama.
The community of Chapel Hill is located just north of Lake Ida and Delray Beach and features single-family homes offering a variety of sizes, styles, and floor plans. Chapel Hill average price point is about $1 million. The bigger the lot, house size, and proximity to the water all contribute to the values in this neighborhood. Many Chapel Hill homes situated on large lots that range between a quarter acre to half an acre with private pools, lush landscaping, fenced backyards, views of the water, and more. There is also lots of opportunity to rebuild here, and many people are buying homes, tearing them down, and building larger ones.
Ready to buy or sell your dream home in Chapel Hill? DM me today.
I loved it. Like literally, it had all the elements: the bike, the tours, the driving in the neighborhoods. Like it.
It makes you want to move there.
Yes, exactly. Or at a very minimum, it makes me want to follow you and watch more.
Oh,
so
good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
So most of my videos will have of the neighborhood tours will have the bike, unless like the one that didn't was a luxury neighborhood, and not that people in those neighborhoods don't ride bikes. I just didn't want to schlep my bike around that neighborhood. And it's starting to get a little bit hot in Florida, so on the hot days, I'm not bringing out the bike, so I have to figure that part out.
So this is a blue bike, actually, not the white bike. So do you have multiple bikes?
No, it's the same bike.
Really? It looked blue in this one, and then it looked like white in the other one to me. Okay,
Maybe it was just the angle.
Maybe. Yeah, I thought it's the same bike though.
It's the same bike, yeah.
Okay. And then I loved how you must have had like a drone following you.
Where's my little guy? My little
Where's
hover.
the little guy?
It's not even a drone. He's they call it a flying camera because he only has 6 speeds. So you can only do a couple things. Like you really can't mess it up. Like it's dummy proof because I'm not really techie, but this makes it easy. So and I've done it before where I have just used the drone to record a video, and I didn't send you the link to it because Instagram took away the music. So now you can't hear me at all. So it kind of like is a dumb video, but I just did it all by myself with the drone, talking in front of it, holding it. So this thing can do a lot.
Okay. So let's delve in deeper about some of the equipment you use, right?
Mm-hmm.
And why you chose that versus other things. Okay. So give me a second. I'm going to share with our audience. So this is what
Thanks,
you
Scott.
use.
Scott Cheng, he wrote, "I love the bike."
Oh, yay. Yeah. I love the bike too. It's like, for me, it's the cutest thing. Well, you're cute.
Well, and people do ride their bikes around a lot. So, I feel like it's relatable.
Yes.
Whether you have kids, whether you're by yourself, like you can ride around your bike in a lot of these neighborhoods. So I like showing that.
It says, I'm curious why you don't have music in the background, because Instagram removes her video.
On one of them, Instagram removed the music. On another one, on some of them, I just forget. Like, oops.
Okay.
Some of them I forget. Yeah. Some of them I do, though.
Yeah. And I think music is good because what it'll do is it'll help make it more catchy. Oh, Jennifer says she has a hover too.
Oh, she has one. Yeah, they're so great. I love them.
Yeah.
Such a cute little gadget. And they're so lightweight. Like you can travel with them. Like they're great.
Yeah. So amazing. We're going to go through. So is this the softbox lighting system that you use?
Yes.
Okay. So where do you use this? I assume you don't lug this out to the.
No, this pretty much stays home. I'm going to be redoing my office so that I can keep that bad boy out. for all the time. Cause like right now I put it away and cause it's big. So I put them away. But anyway, I just use that for my talking head videos that I do in my office.
Okay. Yeah.
It
See,
really does make such a difference.
yeah, I really need to do more what you do, which is getting out there, right? My coach is like, Scott, you do too many talking head videos about real estate. And I'm like, yes, I know. And then more me. And I know, coach. So yes, so this is what you use. This is what you like.
Yes,
Have you
I do
found
like
that? Have you found that the lighting is adequate? Because sometimes some of the cheaper stuff, the lighting is just doesn't look good.
No, I think it's great. Does a
Okay.
good job. Like sometimes I film at night. So it
Yeah.
does a really good job.
I cannot believe your mic is only $12.
$12 for that stupid thing. That's what I'm saying. Like none of this stuff is like that expensive.
I
So
got
I
ripped
love
off.
this one. It works so well. And I've lost it before. I just rebuy the same one.
Yeah, you don't have to cry when it's only $12, right?
Yeah, exactly. I just rebuy the same one. People think it like has to be this big, nice, fancy thing. Nope, $12 does great. And all my voiceovers on my bike videos and stuff, all my voiceovers are with this microphone.
Wow. Okay, so I feel stupid now because I buy the fancy Rhodes mic and oh man, I feel so dumb.
I feel dumb. Hey, if it works for you, it works for you.
But it's $12.
I know.
Okay, so the next thing you use is this camera.
Yeah. So this is
A
not
little
12.
pricey, $800. I have to admit, it is a little bit pricey.
I pick and choose,
Woo.
but I will say I bought it cheaper. Mine, I think, was $600 when I bought it, $699 maybe.
Okay.
And this is the combo creator pack, meaning it does come with the microphone, the Bluetooth microphone, and it does come with the little case. And I have like it comes with a lot of stuff. It even has a little tripod extension for it, so it's not just a camera. But anyway, this
So
camera
why did you
does
pick this one?
because it's so little and you can literally put it in your pocket. It does come with like a cover and I can just travel everywhere with it. Throw it in my bag. And this helps me even with I'm trying to get better with the behind the scenes stuff with listings and things like that. And I just bring it to my I bring it to a photo day, like when I'm getting a listing, and then I just do my own video so that I can put something together for coming soon.
And I see that it can do 4K.
And it can be 4K, and I can film myself in like vlogging mode and still see myself here, and it's in really good quality. So it does make a nice quality.
It's pretty cool. I have to admit, it is pretty cool because I bought a different camera for vlogging, and now I kind of regret it. But I didn't know about this camera.
Oh, you didn't know about this one?
No.
I don't even remember how I learned. Maybe on TikTok.
Okay.
I just like that it's small.
Yeah, and then the quality. I mean, like 4K at 120 frames per second. Wow. That's really good.
I don't really know what the frames per second means, but I know what 4K means.
Okay, this is your baby.
Yes.
So this is the hover. It's not a drone, apparently, but I call it a drone.
It does, yeah, self-flying camera drone, huh? It does call it that.
And the thing is I have one of these as well. And you're right. It's very, very easy to use. You can actually you can download their app on your phone, sync the two together, and it's so versatile.
Yes, I love it. And I like how on the app it tells you how to use it. Again, also very small. I put it in like in its little case, and I just have this dorky little carrying case that I put all of my cameras in and all of my filming stuff in this one bag, and then I just carry it with me. It's like lunchbox size. Yeah,
no, that's so fantastic. The thing about using this one, I heard from another realtor, was do not use this over water.
No, you can't use it over water. I did know that.
Yeah, because what happens is if you use it over water, the drone actually gets confused. So like what he said was the drone was following him. He went over a bridge to the other side and the drone followed over the water and then got confused right? And didn't know how to get back to him. And then the battery died. And
And
so
then
guess what happened? It went
and
for
then
a
it's
swim.
gone. Yeah.
He lost the $400 drone.
Oh, I mean, it's better than those like $1,200 ones, but I like how you don't have to use I don't have to use a lot of the drones, they use the handheld, what do you call it? Why am I forgetting?
Controllers.
A controller, yeah, like the remote control. Like, I don't want to do all that. I just want something super easy. Show me how to use it. You just hit one button, it follows me, it's done. Like easy peasy.
Yeah. And this is what, all agents are like. We don't want to learn how to fly a drone. We just want to hit one button and say, okay, let's go.
Right. And like I
Right.
said, I've gotten this down to a formula, so I know exactly what I need from each thing. So the first time it took me 2 hours to record, now it takes me 45 minutes.
Wow, that's fast.
Yeah.
So I have a question. Somebody
Mhm.
has a question that says, are you using a green screen to film?
No.
Okay,
No, I
so
don't
this
use.
is a good segue, and I appreciate this question because this leads us to the next video that she does, and this is so cool. And I want to talk to a little bit about it after I play it.
Okay.
Is opening its 6th location in Delray Beach this April. This is a full-blown 70.
My bad. I was watching.
Your nights out in Delray Beach are about to get a whole lot groovier. Goodnight John Boy is opening its 6th location in Delray Beach this April. This is a full-blown 70s party, think disco ball, ABBA, Bee Gees, Fleetwood Mac, etc. And if you don't want to go, you're officially no fun. So send this to your friends and I'll see you under the disco ball. And don't forget to follow me for more Delray hotspots and things that you need to know about.
That's so funny. If you don't want to go, you're just not
You're
cool.
not fun. Because it's
You're
so fun. I can't wait.
Yeah.
So on that video, I do use a green screen, and I just use the green screen that's in the Instagram Reels, or I film on TikTok Reels.
Okay, so they have their own
Yes.
built in?
So when you go into Instagram and you hit the little plus sign at the bottom, like you're going to film a reel.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, we're gonna do reel. You just hit the camera. I know
Okay.
I'm a little blurry. And then at the bottom, you can find the filter that's green screen, and then it will have one. And then I'll have the picture of that company or whatever it is I'm talking about, like the new thing that's coming, and then it's green screen.
You learned it here first, people. I didn't know about that. Wow.
You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, are you serious?
No, seriously, I didn't know that it had a built-in green screen. I thought you would have to take it out, edit it, and get fancy and cut it out. And
No. I just screenshot the photos of things and you have them in your phone. And then here is where all your photos are. And you can just pick one, and now it's the background and now it's me filming.
wow. Okay, that saves so much time.
And
Nancy
you can
wants you to
stop
say
and
that
start.
again. Nancy wants you to say
start. So it's nice.
Okay, Nancy wants you to repeat it. Can you repeat it for us, please?
What part? Oh,
The
how
part
to do
that
it.
has the
Probably.
screen. Yeah, how to do it.
Okay. So when you go into your Instagram, you're going to hit the little plus sign at the bottom, like you're starting a new project. Okay. And then you're going to hit reel at the bottom. You're going to hit reel. How to find it. Okay. You're going to hit reel, and then you're going to hit the little camera instead of all your other videos. Okay. And then at the bottom, you slide this through, the filter thing through. See how you can do that?
Yeah.
Or you can search for filters. I don't think you do in this one, but you really just scroll through it. And because I use it so much, it always pops up for me.
Favorite. Yeah.
Yeah. But you just scroll through them and you can use all these different filters.
Amazing. And the green screen is a default. Is one of those.
I would imagine it is. No
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
So
So
I
yeah,
like to use the green screen for like my types of videos are the neighborhood tour videos. And then I am such a dork and read all the new like permits, like who's getting permits in the city, what are they applying for, who's like trying to move into new spots, and then reporting on that. So that's how I found that Good Night John Boy like new disco place, because they
yes.
were applying for a permit for something. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't know this was coming. And then I just Google it, I figure out what it is, and then just post about it.
And we talked about this. You spend a lot of time doing this research.
I know. I just
So
I get stuck in the details. Like I just like reading and then Googling, and like I just like being a researcher, I guess.
yeah. So for those of you who are not good researchers or don't like going down the rabbit hole of Googling, I do have a little pro tip. What I do is I subscribe to my local newspaper online, right? Here in San Diego, we have the Union Tribune. And with the Union Tribune, what I do is I literally just go and use their content, right? Well, for ideas, right? I don't steal their content. But what I'll do is, let me share with you my screen real quick. For those of you who wants to see it. So see this in here, this is the San Diego Union Tribune. And so I come here to get information because I know that it's local. It's hyper local to San Diego. And so like if I'm looking for new things to do, then I can jump in here. And then what I can do is I can look for events. I can look for things like that. And I'm not the one having to go through and doing all the research. And then, but I'll be able to tell people like, hey, there's this concert, there's this and that. And so that's just a little pro tip for those of you who are not like Tiana and love doing research, because I hate doing research.
I know it is a little time consuming, but I'm usually the first to know.
Yeah, especially if you look up permits. I mean, like nobody looks up permits. I guarantee you, I'm not going to find new permits when it comes to looking at Union Tribune.
Right.
Scott, you asked, Tiana, do you do all of your own filming and editing? She said yes. Were you not here, Scott? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yes. The only ones I don't do are the only ones that I do not do myself are my listing videos and the talking head videos. I do send to an editor because it's like $30 a video and it's just easier and faster.
Yeah. And
but I will record it. I will record like 4 or 5 different videos with this guy. I'll just sit here, 4 or 5 different videos. They're like 3 minutes long because I mess up 100 times. And then he edits it and puts it all together and makes it a 30-second video.
Oh, Scott's so funny. He goes like, I was not. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. You're forgiven, Scott. So the thing is, and every one of you guys, I think probably who are afraid of doing it, probably are overthinking it, right? Would you agree?
Yeah. I was overthinking it for a while too.
So how did you get over that?
That's a really good question. How did I get over that? I knew that I wanted to do these types of videos, and I just had to do it, see what it was like, and then figure out what the like formula was. And then once I figured out the formula, I'm like, oh, this is so much easier than I thought. I think we create these like stories in our heads about how difficult it's going to be, and it's going to be so time consuming and all this stuff. And then it ends up being like much faster.
Yeah. And I think like anything else, guys, when you do things for the first time, it will take longer, but you're going to learn how to do it faster, right?
Right.
Like Tiana was saying that when she first started, it took 2 hours to do a video. Like that's painful. That's very painful. Whereas if you consistently do it, you get faster, right? Like when I first started this YouTube channel or the show, like learning how to run an entire studio on the back end and all, I literally felt overwhelmed. And now I jump in and I can do it so easily because I'm so used to it now. So keep in mind, guys, when you start anything, there's always going to be a learning curve. Who do you send videos to edit? That's a good question. When you said that the longer form 3-minute stuff, how did you find your editor?
I found it through someone else, or him through someone else. So Paula, if you want to find me on Instagram and DM me, I can send you his info, or I can email it to you, Scott. That's basically what he does for a living. Actually, he has an Instagram. Hold on. I'll tell you guys his Instagram.
Ooh, a plug.
Yeah, I know. His name is Leonard Rivera. And this is his Instagram.
Okay, well, send it to me, and then we'll link it to him.
Rivera 0501. Okay, yeah. Perfect.
Just send it to me. We'll link it to him here, and then I'll make sure that I tag him so that way he'll know it's coming from you, and then he can give you a discount for all the business you're sending.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Right?
Thanks. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, right. I'm thinking about you.
But even still, it's like, I think it's like $35 a video. I'm like, that's so cheap.
That is cheap.
Yeah.
That is really cheap. Yeah.
And it's like good for him. I'm sure it probably takes him like 3 minutes to do it, right? Like it's probably so quick for him, right? He just sits there, does it really quickly. But for me, it's so worth the time to pay somebody else $35 to do it.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely. And then the thing is if like, for those of us, that overthink things, Tiana, coming up with creative ideas and the pressure of constantly doing it and posting it, it's a little overwhelming. So how do you get your mindset wrapped around that? Like, because you're consistent.
It really did come. I know it's so annoying to hear, but it's like it really did come with the doing and finding the formula to make it easier. I just kept saying, like, how do I make this easier next time? How do I make this easier next time? And it's like, I know, like for my neighborhood tours, I need the intro, I need a house, I need the amenities, I need a quick tour of the neighborhood and an outro. Done. Yeah. Quick. And I utilize ChatGPT as much as possible. Yeah. And sometimes, like, I follow other influencers and things who have great opening hooks. Like, if a client asked me what neighborhood was this is where I'd bring them. I'm like, oh, that's so simple. Like that's a great opener, and I'll steal it. I could just R&D everything that's pretty much out on the interwebs. Yeah, absolutely. And then another question is like, if let's say somebody was just starting out, right, doing this, and they want to build an Instagram community like you've done, what would be one or two strategic tips that you would give them to help them get started? I would have them think about what they like. What about real estate do they like? Do they like the local hotspots? Like, I know a lot of realtors will do the local pizza spots and the local bar and the local this and whatever. And it's like, that's not my vibe or my forte. I like doing the neighborhoods. So find the thing that you like. If your friends came to town, what would you want to show them? What would you want to tell them? And pick that as sort of like a little niche, and then just do that and just keep doing it consistently. How can you get to one video a week of that one thing? And so what you're saying is, if I came to visit you in Del Rey, you're going to take me looking at houses. Well, you're naturally going to say, I need to live here like everybody else does. How much are the houses around here? So I can show you my whole arsenal of videos and neighborhoods. That's so funny. I have another question. So looking back, now that you've probably done well over 100 videos, right? Oh yeah, for sure. At least. And the thing is looking back, what would you have changed and what would you have done differently? Looking back, hindsight. What would I have done differently? I would say, again, cliche, starting sooner. I would have started sooner. And I would say just being more myself is probably the biggest thing. I think a lot of people think that they need to look pretty and have their makeup done and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, sometimes even I get wrapped up into that. And it's like, you really don't. You really don't. So I would say not worrying about the small stuff that really does not matter. And it's usually the videos and the stories that I post with no makeup on, talking about like personal real life stuff that gets the most engagement. Anyway, so like those would be my big things, which I know again are cliche, but there is a reason that they are cliche.
Yeah. And then the thing is you mentioned that you post, obviously real estate content, and then you post a lot of the stuff like, like you picking on your husband, and then everyone siding with your husband and not you.
All the time. I'm always
All
back.
the time. And so like, what sort of balance do you generally do when you're looking at creating content, like percentage wise? Do you do, obviously it's going to be more professional, but how much of the personal stuff do you sprinkle in?
I got away from doing a lot of the personal stuff, and I'm just starting to trickle it back in because I just haven't been doing it for I don't know. There's no reason. It just isn't. I just haven't been doing it. But in the past, I just would, like, if something was going on that my husband and I were talking about, one happened to be like, had to get a new couch, and everybody can relate to getting a new couch for the most part.
Yes.
Right. And he liked this one and I didn't. And he, and we were going back and forth. And so that one got a lot of engagement. I think the most engagement ever. And just like stupid things around the house. Like, again, usually couples can relate to it. Most people can relate to it.
Yes.
And people like giving their opinion. So I just redid my bathroom. I had people help me pick the colors, like what color on my wall. Again, a lot people like giving their opinion. So I got a lot of paint color options and things like that. I also learned a new trick that from Sherwin-Williams. I wish I had one of their little thing. I don't know if you know this. So if you go to Sherwin-Williams and get their little cards of whatever the paint is, it was actually my past client. She told me, she was like, look on the back and match your tiles as much as possible to one of their paint colors. And then on the back, they give you complementary colors, which I didn't know. So like, there's no weird undertones and like things like that. So I learned that from Sherwin-Williams from just posting a story.
Wow. Okay. See, I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that. I was like, wow,
but I buy my paint from Home Depot, not Sherwin-Williams, because I'm cheap.
I refuse. And now I'm like, I'm only a Sherwin-Williams girly. But see, this is the perfect kind of story post. Like, I was talking to my friend today and they told me they only buy their paint from Home Depot, and I am a Sherwin-Williams girly. Who do you agree with?
Yeah, exactly. That's a great post. You and I should tag each other on that post.
We should.
Yeah, because and then see how many people actually side with who.
Yeah, Paula, exactly. Just talk about what you're bickering about. I think this and he thinks that. Who's right here?
Yes, exactly. And those are the things that get the most engagements, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Right. You could even do reels with those like once a week. If you didn't want to do stories, if you wanted to do like a sit down once a week, and it's like, we disagree on X and here's our position or here's our side. And you give like 10 seconds, each one gives 10 seconds. Oh, you be the judge. Oh, I love that.
Oh, I love that. Oh, okay. So if you guys do it, you heard it here first from Tiana.
I might steal that one. You be the judge.
You be the judge. Yeah. Actually, it's great. And then you can do it with your team members too. If you have like a team or as your assistant, all these are great ideas for creating engagement and just making it fun. Cause I think a lot of times, like me, my coach in Tom Ferry tells me that I'm very boring and that I make only content about real estate and selling, and there's no funness there, even though she knows me. Yeah, and she knows me personally, right? And so she knows that I'm a fun person, that I'm very energetic, and like this side of me that a lot of people don't see on the videos. And she's like, Scott, you need to show more of the crazy you, right?
Right.
Like, okay, I'll have to figure out how to do the crazy me.
People would love that.
Yeah.
Look, you have to play into right now. What's trending so much is the difference between Gen X, Gen Z, and millennials. So if you did, I think he's still a millennial if he's 30. I think he's still a millennial or whatever. It's like, you be the judge, Gen X versus millennial or Gen X versus Gen Z, whatever he is. Because people love that.
Yes.
People love that.
See, I think that content if you mix that with your real estate content, people will be more likely to watch it because it's kind of fun. Because it's
Yeah.
the idea is everyone is scrolling so fast. It's like, what's going to make them stop? You're not a boomer, Paula.
A boomer.
No way you're a boomer. Liar. She's lying.
Boomer versus millennial. Which generation has more common sense or something like that? Like when it comes to like real estate stuff. And then just have somebody else ask the question, and then you each give your answer, and then have the video editor edit that, and then it'll make it fun. And that would be so cute. And people would come back for that, right? That's what do you call it? Scroll or binge worthy content.
Yes. Especially if you start producing lots of it, then I can see somebody like watching one, then going to the next one, the next one, the next one, the next one, like that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so can I steal your "You Be the Judge"?
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna do it too. I just have to figure out what my "You Be the Judge" is.
Yeah. You be the judge of everything, right? I mean, like literally everything. Like, you be the judge. Should I eat chicken today or should I eat beef? Just out of curiosity. I mean, something as silly as that. What should I have for lunch?
Yeah, exactly.
The idea is creating engagement. That's really all it is.
Yeah.
And this is what we're teaching you guys right here. So this has been amazing. Thank you so much for your time. I don't want to take much more of your time. I know how busy you are. So if you guys have any questions for Tiana, you can reach out to her. Go ahead and share with us your Instagram.
My Instagram is just my name, Tiana Ponti Morales, and you can DM me. Always happy to share whatever you see. You can always ask.
Yeah, and then you can always reach out to me. I'm Scott here in San Diego, and thank you very much again for your time, Tiana. I really appreciate you.
Awesome. Thanks, Scott. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.